Ebusiafo me mama kwa ba de ba Ghana tube so ensem a yekoso ewo omani aha na wonsa ebeka ensem nyina na yebo ewura eye ensem mu entempa so dia na yina yenim eye the dominating issue concerning honorable case wato forcing ewo court nia eba eni nia eko eba nyina attorney general eni japa omoni wahala eba ebusiafo yehu se sisi anu de tension the tension and I just say AC was Supreme Court and the kaka ho enya asemketwa na ebusiafo ni na NSA Richard Jakpa eba say esi o betimi the evidence abasa attorney general or no Minister for Justice no eba na say was say omonye no mu implicate atofos se na be ya atofos ebe court jail na according to attorney general no o deny case no ene ne keka ka ho na sa ensem no akwa ba to the extent say e Jakpa so owo evidence obetimi dia babonte na Ghana fo ehunsa sama no Richard Jakpa no third accused no kano no na ebusiafo ensem no come nyina na de na new development on this case and they say ya order a year attorney general a year Godfred that may say on resigning from this particular case and as on resigning from position holding on this case on stepping down send a bear a bit to me as saving a reputation and I say a bit to me I had a integrity about the justice system. This is some air cover any their air trigger minan second for 8 years. It poses a bigger threat on our justice system in TCC and your other other Godfred Yeboadame. So on resigning and now on stepping aside on this particular issue. Why now order? Is it the president who ordered a year Godfred Yame and now say why and order a lot of order those omomonim dear ewa and ransom nuno say it will be very good for Godfred Dame to resign and I said to step aside on a year at forcing case to save his reputation and also the integrity of the justice system. They say resign now to save your reputation and sa sorry to Godfred Dame. So a lot of people have come out to tell Godfred Dame to resign or to step aside. A former Director General of the Ghana School of Law, Kweku Ansah Asare, has called for the resignation of Attorney General Godfred Yeboadame due to his conduct in the ongoing ambulance purchase trial against the minority leader, Dr. Kisiom Atoforsen. Ansah Asare believes that Dame should step down on moral grounds to protect his hard-earned reputation. This follows allegations made by the third accused in the ambulance case, Richard Jakpa, who claimed in open court that Dame had approached him multiple times seeking his assistance to implicate Dr. Atoforsen. The opposition National Democratic Congress has announced that they will soon provide evidence to support Jakpa's claim. So that is NDC. NDC has come out to tell us say they are saying we are abandoning say a worry at the moment and I say it is a very big advantage to the opposition until they will try hard and I say they will very soon the evidence about this particular issue. So I'm saying the opposition National Democratic Congress has announced speaking on an eyewitness news, Ansah Asare recalled Dame's time as a student and expressed his long-standing respect for the Attorney General's integrity, highlighting his concern over the recent allegations. My mistake in the matter is that given the surrounding circumstances of this matter, there is every moral justification for the Attorney General to quit his job to save his hard-earned reputation. Okay, this particular one is saying Godfred Dame should quit his job as the Attorney General of Ghana. Wow, I respect him. He was one of the brightest students from day one. I have followed with a keen interest in his performance as Attorney General. When he was appointed, I recall inviting him and counseling him to make sure that he did not soil his hands. If you ask him, he will bear witness. Ansah Asare and Ekase Oshe, a year Attorney General Godfred Dame was one of the brilliant students he had way back in law school and I say during their time na wa advise Godfred Dame not to soil his reputation. Of course, science we say is your hard-earned reputation can just be soiled within a millisecond and also within 24 hours. Because the same ever, a lot of people are breaking their views and their ideas on this particular issue. And if Attorney General does not take care and I say it's not careful enough, it will bet me I be a hard and I say obey me. They had a reputation because we are building a reputation for years. That's because of Forcing's case. No, people will see him as Attorney General is not a hand. I know now Omonka said, Godfred Dame should be very careful. On stepping aside now and himself and financing and call. So say when he was appointed, I recall inviting him and counseling him to make sure that he did not soil his hands. If you ask him, he will bear witness. Mr. Ansah criticized the Attorney General's handling of the plea bargaining process, stating that such negotiations should occur within the confines of the Attorney General's or the trials judge's chamber, not at the ministry. Said they are negotiating for a plea bargain, said common topic case. No. He argued also that no positive outcome could emerge from any of inquiry, be in parliamentary, judicial or executive. Instead, Godfred Dame should be made to confront the legal proceedings in court, where he can defend himself before an impartial judge, rather than though a politically charged commission of inquiry. As an Attorney General who is in charge of the processes and the criminal justice system, he ought to know that plea bargaining can only take place under his auspice in his chambers, not at the ministry, but the chambers of the Attorney General or the chambers of the trial judge. Nothing good can come out of any inquiry, whether we label it parliamentary or judicial or executive inquiry. Let him face the law in the law court. That is why he has the Attorney General with statutory responsibility, with constitutional responsibility to superintend the rule of law. Must be the first to go and face it. Let him tell his story in an ordinary court before an impartial justice and exonerate himself. So this is the advice they are giving to the Attorney General Godfred Dame. Of course, this case is complicated, way complicated. I heard Kennedy Javon also spoke about it some years ago. Was it in 2022? Thereabout, when Forcing was sent to court because of causing financial loss to the state. He said, "Sir, asem mama handle ni ya, and your how any of my name be ever it's already this near wanka." And yet, Forcing is just the minister. Was then the deputy minister, and he just had to issue a letter of credit. It wasn't his responsibility to check whether ambulance no got and correct and now on their party. All that he has to do was to issue a letter of credit, and that is what he did in Table 4. And some are do you think Sir Godfred Dame will resign as the the Attorney General, or will continue to stay and face this issue? And for their dream Faba comment section na menjebe ekenka enfama Ghana tips no tofo snowy and amede ensem epem sisi ade makao.